Okay, the next story comes from Africa. It's from the Akambo people who live in Kenya. And they say that a long time ago, there was a kid who planted a pumpkin seed. Now, I bet you've seen pumpkins. Would you show me with your hands what size pumpkins you've seen? Oh, big, huge, whoa, great big, giant. Have you seen big pumpkins like that? At the fair, sometimes they have 500-pound pumpkins. But what size pumpkin do you ever carve out to make a jack-o'-lantern? Like that? Okay. Yeah. Well, this story is a story about a very, very big pumpkin, but it started out as just a pumpkin seed. The kid planted the seed. Now, pretend you have a seed, and this floor is pretty clean, but let's pretend that there's enough dirt on the floor that you can dig a hole. Dig a hole, put in the seed, cover it up. It's not growing. What does it need? Water. Okay, get a great big jug of water. Okay. Still isn't growing. What does it need? Sun. Sun. Shine the sun. Shine the sun. And make it grow. First, just a little bitty sprout. Then it grows bigger and bigger. And it grows into a vine all over, and then boing, a flower. And along comes bee, because flowers need bees. And then the flower wilts, but where the flower was, there's a little baby green pumpkin. And it grows bigger and 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 bigger. It grew so big it even had a name. It was called Figba. In the Akambo language, that means big thing. Figba. So Figba turned yellow and turned orange, just as orange as some of the counselors' shirts. Whoa. And Figba sat on the pumpkin hill in the pumpkin patch and was very happy. But one day, the kid who planted the seed came out to the garden to see if there were any pumpkins ripe, pumpkins that could be used to make pumpkin pie, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin bread, pumpkin soup, all those good things. And when that kid saw Figba, the kid said, "Wow! Look at that big, huge pumpkin." But although it's orange, maybe it's not really ripe yet. It's big enough to make 100 pumpkin pies, but you don't want to pick it until it's ripe, and you can tell by the sound it makes. And so the kid tapped very gently 3 times on the side of the pumpkin. Bip, bip, bip. Can you do that? Bip, bip, bip. And the pumpkin felt it. Figba said, "Hey kid, don't do that, it tickles." And the kid said, "Did I hear a pumpkin talk?" "Nah, pumpkins don't talk. Come on, let's tap on that pumpkin a little harder." Bap, bap, bap. And Figba said, "Hey kid, go away, you bother me." And the kid said, Did I hear Nah, pumpkins don't talk. Come on, let's knock really hard on this pumpkin. Bong, bong, bong. And Figba was so angry, Figba rocked back and forth on the pumpkin hill, rocked back and forth enough to break off from the vine, and Figba came rolling down the pumpkin hill toward the kid. Now, Figba was so big, the kid thought, "Oh no, if that pumpkin rolls over me, I'll be mashed flat." So the kid started running. But the pumpkin rolled after. Show the rolling. Well, the kid ran out of the garden and into the forest and said, "Trees, trees, please move aside and let me get through in a hurry because there's a giant pumpkin rolling after me." And the trees waved their branches overhead. Can you do that? And said, "Ah, what a polite child said, please, we will move." And they pulled up their roots and they moved over. And the pumpkin came rolling along and did not say please and rolled over those trees and made them flatter than paper. And the kid kept running. And the pumpkin kept rolling. The kid got onto the road on the way to town, and there was a herd of sheep in the way. And the kid said, "Sheep, sheep, please move out of the way. There's a giant pumpkin rolling after me." And the sheep said, "Meh, meh, what a polite child said, please." And they moved out of the way. And the giant pumpkin came rolling and did not say please and rolled over them and made them flatter than a slice of cheese. And along came the kid running, and the pumpkin rolling after. The kid got to town and said, "Houses, houses, please move. There's a giant pumpkin rolling after me. Please let me get through." And the houses said, "Very polite child, we will move." And they moved over, and the kid went on through. And the pumpkin came rolling after and did not say please, rolled over those houses and made them flatter than matchsticks. Wow. So the kid kept running, and the pumpkin kept rolling after, and the kid ran out of town on the other side, and there in the pasture, in the field, was a herd of cows. And the kid said, "Cows, cows, please help me. The giant pumpkin is rolling after me." And the cows, you make horns on your head? Said, "Oh, what a polite child. We will help. We will help get in the middle of the herd. We will circle around you with our horns pointing out, and we will protect you." So they did. The pumpkin came rolling, and the cows caught the pumpkin on their horns and threw it up in the air, and it came down splat and broke into two pieces. And the big piece rose up into the sky and made the big orange sun. And the smaller piece rose up into the sky and made the orange moon. Well, the moon isn't always orange, but if there's dust in the air, I've seen the moon just as orange as those shirts. I have. And as for the seeds, they went up in the sky and they became, what do you suppose? Stars. Does that mean it's a true story? But it's a story that the Akembo people tell in Kenya.